The next thing we're doing is we have an X train, X test, Y train, and Y test using a function called train test split. So we're randomly splitting that data into two groups. And the test size is 20% of that group. The training size is the rest of that group. So if I have 150, right, 30 of those are going to be for testing. 100 of them are going to be for training. So the way this works is the ones that I use for training are the ones that the computer looks at to learn the pattern from. And then the test ones, it says, I'm going to look at the data and try and guess what species it is based on the data. So I'm trying to predict. So I'm going to predict using 50 to test with and 100 to train with. The random state 42 is just a seed number to help it be consistently randomized so that when I run this, I'm getting the same random set of records each time. So my bad, it's not 50, it's 120 and 30. My math is not great, obviously. So the training is 120 and the testing is 30. So here is my actual training. I am using something called logistic regression, which is an algorithm for training data like this. There are a number of the different ones. Logistic regression is just one of them for machine learning, and it's pretty basic. Okay, the max iteration it sets a limit to how many times the computer can look at the data. The higher this number, the longer it takes to train, but also the more thorough it is. When I say model fit, we're using the data to begin the training itself. I'm using, remember, the result or the features and the labels. And then it'll print model training complete. So I want to do that so I can move on to the next part. One thing to remember about these things is that if I have code here that's referred to in the next cell, I actually have to run this code before the results are available to the cell below it. Okay, so now we are seeing if we can produce an accurate result. Okay, and so here is our result. Okay, and it was perfect. It guessed them 100% of the time for all three. Okay, for all three, it guessed the variation 100% of the time. Now, okay, so there's one more thing I want to show you. And so I'm going to add a cell below this one. There we go. And so I'm going to pull this cell down here. Right there. There we go. I want to print a confusion matrix. Oops. Why is that not working? Import. There we go. That's what I wanted. Forgot to import it. So I'm going to do that right here. There we go. Confusion matrix. The confusion matrix shows you each. Remember, there were 30 that we tested on, and there was 10 Setosa, 10 Versicolor, and 10 of the other, or 11, 9 of this one and 11 of this one. And each time it guessed correctly. You know this because these are where all the numbers are. If they had guessed incorrectly, it would be among these.